People used to go out on Saturday night and leave their truck at home. Times have changed. Our 92 full-size pickup is still built Ford tough, but we designed it to be more stylish outside, more comfortable inside. Now, if anything gets left at home, it'll probably be their car.
More people are driving the best-built, best-selling American trucks than ever before.
June is going to be one hot month on ESPN. June heats up on ESPN.
ESPN Speed World at Sears Point International Raceway near Sonoma, California. NASCAR Winston Cup racing being led right now by Ernie Irvan. Terry Labonte is second. Look at this. The average speed is 80.8 miles an hour, significantly faster than the track record, 76.088. And the major difference there is the fact that we have had relatively few caution periods compared to last year. So these guys obviously have learned how to drive road courses. We haven't seen the spins and the crashes that we saw in previous years, or for that matter, that we saw yesterday during the Southwest Tour event.
And Ernie Irvan pulled a couple of car lengths away from Terry Labonte. Labonte not able to stay up on the back bumper, so Ernie Irvan, just don't slip. Don't slip off the racetrack. Looks like he's in good shape, Bob.
Indeed, he has now about 4 more laps to go, and this race will be his.
As we watch Ernie go up through turn 2 towards turn 3, Rick Corelli blew an engine just a moment ago, pulled the car over. That did not bring out the caution flag. Fortunately for Ernie Irvan, because he certainly does not want to see a caution right now. He does not want Labonte to close up on his back bumper.
You know, you think of road racing as something that the NASCAR guys have just started doing recently, but that's not true. Their first road race was back 1954, about 38 years ago. As we give you another Fram Field summary, that race was won by Al Keller in a Jaguar in Linden, New Jersey on the airport. Mark Martin, the Valvoline Ford, running in 4th position.
And Ricky Rudd right behind him in 5th, their pole sitter.
Actually, Martin running in 3rd place as Sterling Marlin has spun. He just made a pit stop a couple of laps ago. And he was in sequence as far as his pit stops were concerned.
He was 14th before the spin, Sterling Marlin. Of the field as it stood in the last lap. Greg Sachs will finish in 43rd position. He was the first out of this race. Irvan maintaining about a 2-second difference. Here comes Martin in 3rd, and then Ricky Rudd in 4th, then Bill Elliott in 5th, and 6th is Dale Earnhardt.
Rusty Wallace is in 7th, Bob, going on in the rear. That problem they had at the pits.
Here's Bill. Led this race earlier, dropped back to 5th with 3 laps to go now. He stands to pick up some Winston Cup points coming into this race. 117 behind in 4th position, and there is Dale Earnhardt, who is 3rd in points going in, 99 behind, and Earnhardt, as we said, is currently 6th. Well, there's 7th place car of Rusty Wallace. Wonder what would have happened had he not had that problem in the pits.
He got a tough break today, he sure did. Made a pit stop and the lug nuts rounded off and just couldn't get the right front off, had to go back in.
Watching from Jimmy Hensley's car, Jimmy is a lap down in 29th position. But on the racetrack, he's right behind Rusty.
Ooh, Earnhardt comes into turn 7, knocks the brake, gets out on the dirt. Rusty might catch him here coming into the third. Rusty moves right up on him. He was about 6 or 7 seconds behind him, but he stays out in front of him. He's looking at him now. He says, hey, I might be able to get that position, and for your bottom dollar, he'll be fine.
10 car lengths between the two cars now, Bob.
It isn't over yet. Let's see what happened now to Earnhardt.
Okay, he came in there and he locked the front brake, Bob, and it just scooted right out onto the dirt, and he couldn't get it for a little while, get it back on there, and he was running awfully slow once he got back on the pavement. So Rusty gained about 5 or 6 seconds on him in that little maneuver.
Here's Wallace shifting from our Armor All in-car camera as he pursues Dale Earnhardt for 6th position. Boy, a great job by Rusty Wallace. And a car has spun in turn 11. That's the Quaker State 4 driven by Brett Bodine. He was in 10th spot. Boy, he's just sitting there hopelessly losing positions. Now he finally is able to get back.
Well, you see those tire marks on the side of him, and here's Wally Dallenbach making a spin.
And he was running in 26th.
Well, there's the Bodine brothers.
Oh, how about that?
The Bodine brothers was contesting the 10th spot and got in the corner and got together, looks like. And, ooh, Ernie ran over that curve. That's not very good, Ernie. Stay in the middle of the road right now. Just hang in the middle of the road and you're all right.
He's driving like a man possessed. He definitely has extended the interval between himself and Terry Labonte. Now he heads down for turn number 11. The Kodak Film Chevrolet, driven by Ernie Irvan. 2 wins in 1991, none so far in 92, but today could be the day as the Kodak crew looks on, and the white flag is displayed to Ernie Irvan. He's on his last lap. Ernie Irvan on his last lap, headed for victory at Sears Point. 2nd consecutive road course win. He won at Watkins Glen last year.
Now he just got to be careful that no one in front of him gets off the course or he doesn't get off the course.
Well, one just got off the course up here in turn 7, Benny, but he's way off the course. I don't think he's going to bother anything. That's the 09 car of R.K. Smith. He came in here hot and just went completely off the racetrack. He's out of harm's way, though. I don't think he put down any oil or anything like that.
Ernie Irvan coming over the hill, headed down through the carousel for the final time. Through turn number 6 now, out onto the straightaway. And Ned, you can see him.
There he comes, and for the last time, at least under competition. And he knows he's got, and here's another car in front of him, almost the Ron Hornaday car. Locking the brakes, a lot of smoke there. Had to give Ernie an anxious moment, but he got his car headed through that corner the way it needed to be. Headed right down towards Benny Parsons in turn 8.
Here he comes, no problem. Left-hander. Now back to the right. Coming directly at me. Congratulations, Ernie. Dropped in 4th gear. Here comes Terry Labonte.
Ernie Irvan about to win his 4th Winston Cup event. He comes down toward turn number 11, his final difficult area of the racetrack that he must negotiate before accelerating to the start-finish line. In this case, the finish line. Here he is, Ernie Irvan, off of corner number 11. He sees the checkered flag from starter Doyle Ford. And here it is, the checkered waves, and Ernie Irvan has won the Save Mart Supermarkets 300 from Sears Point International Raceway. Here's the battle now for the 6th spot. Dale Earnhardt trying to hold off Rusty Wallace as they come through turn number 11. And it appears as if Dale Earnhardt will hang on. Rusty gives it one last shot, can't do it. Dale Earnhardt finishes in 6th position, Wallace 7th.
Well, this lap is a little nicer.
Now we pick up on this battle for 12th spot. Kyle Petty and Alan Kowicki are going at it, and also Tom Kendall is right there for position. All 3 of these guys going for the 12th spot. Let's see how they come out. Kendall looks like is going to pass Alan Kowicki, and here comes Kyle Petty. He takes 12th spot. 13th goes to Kendall, and 14th to Kowicki, unofficially. And Jerry Punch is down in the Kodak crew.
And indeed, they are celebrating here in the Kodak pits. Larry McClure, congratulations on an outstanding team effort.
Well, thank you. It's a great day for the race team, a great day for Kodak, Delco Remy, and Chevrolet. You know, we had to come from behind. You know, we were a little disappointed there at the start, but, you know, Winston Cup racing is great, and we would like to say we're sorry for Phil France. Phil Sr. died today, but I tell you what, we're going to celebrate.
Indeed, they are here. They gave up their facial hair. The mustaches are gone, but they are back in victory lane. They wanted to put on a show in memory of Big Bill France and Ernie Irvan, and these Winston Cup drivers indeed just did.
After getting off to a slow start in 1992, Ernie Irvan has just put together his 4th top 5 finish, and this one was the best you can do. A win here at Sears Point. Ernie Irvan from Modesto, California is the winner. We'll be back to talk with him after this.
Oil. It's the lifeblood of your engine. That makes your oil filter your engine's most vital organ. That's why Fram keeps going the extra mile to make the best protection even better. The Fram Extra Guard oil filter. Unique glass fiber paper stops more dirt than any other filter for the best protection ever. Fram Extra Guard. American or import, it's an extra lease on life.
Jr. has the lead. One more turn to go. Here they come.
The checkered flag is out. Little Al wins by just a few tenths of a second. Perhaps the closest finish in the history of the Indianapolis 500.
Introducing Ford's newest car. It doesn't have a sticker price. There's no choice of colors. And it has to be driven 4 times the speed limit to be appreciated. The new Ford IndyCar. If you think our technology looks impressive here, just wait till you experience it down the road. Have you driven a Ford lately?
The time has come for the cordless power roller from Wagner. It's so quick and easy, it can cut painting time in half. So get your hands on a real value, because the value of Wagner keeps on rolling.
Well, Brett Bodine has found himself some passengers as he makes his way back to the pit area. Brett finished in 15th position and stopped by to pick up his spotters who were located around the racetrack, and has an extra burden as he brings the Quaker State Ford back to the pit area. Down to our Kodak Gold Film winner circle, here's Dr. Jerry Punch.
Ernie Irvan still sitting in the car, getting a nice cold sip of Gatorade. Tony Glover, his crew chief, what an anniversary present for him. A 7th anniversary, and you hear him celebrating down here. Modesto, California native Ernie Irvan gets out. Ernie, congratulations on an outstanding effort.
I tell you, we had that bad start there at the start. I went when the green flag dropped, and evidently that's not when you go. But, Tony just kept me calm all day, and we had a good race car. I don't know how we did it, but we did.
You ran, it was unbelievable the way you were able to run them down and pick them off one by one. The last few laps, did you get a little over anxious maybe going after Terry Labonte?
Oh, I got the thing that he heated up the rear tires real bad, but, Terry was running off hard too, so he's heating his up. It's a shame, we lost Bill France Sr. this morning, and it seems like every time I win a race, we're going to dedicate it to somebody. I want to dedicate to him. He's the founder of NASCAR, and if it wasn't for him, I couldn't be doing what I'm doing today.
Has to be especially rewarding winning one out here in front of the home folks out here near Modesto, California.
It is. There's a lot of California people here, and this just goes to show you can come from California and win on the East Coast, and you come back to California and win in California. I would all to Kodak, Chevrolet, Delco, Remy, and all the guys on my crew. They did me a great job.
Ernie Irvan picking up his first win of 1992.
And the celebrations will begin now in victory lane as Ernie Irvan wins his first of the 1992 season and his 4th overall in his NASCAR Winston Cup career. We'll be back to talk about this race and talk with some more of the competitors. We have a new record in this race, 81.7 miles an hour.
Demonstrate the incredibly realistic color of Kodak Gold Plus film. Just open the box. No other print film captures a wider spectrum of colors at any speed. Kodak Gold Plus film. True colors. More colors.
All two-seaters are temperamental, demanding, expensive.
Ford Ranger,
the two-seater that hates to be pampered.
Top-of-the-line parts, expert advice. That's your Big A Auto Parts store.
Big A, the sign that keeps your car running right.
Inside and out, Sears has your paint needs covered. Pick up weather beater exterior or easy living interior flat finishes. Your choice, only $10.99 a gallon. But hurry, this terrific paint sale ends soon.
It's the Budweiser Pit Stop with Bill Elliott.
Hi, I'm Bill Elliott. On race day, this small piece of equipment is one of the most important parts of the Budweiser racing team. It's a radio and headset costing about $2,500. We discuss strategy during a race, and lots of valuable information is transmitted over the radio system. This advanced radio communication system plays a big role in our success on race day.
This Richard Petty memory is brought to you by the First Brands Corporation, makers of STP Son of a Gun Protected. 1 year ago, June 9th, 1991, Richard Petty crashes just past turn 1. Hearts stop as fans wait until the King manages a meager wave as he emerges from the wreck.
That Sears Point was a really hard lift. Come around the corner there and something happened. Anyhow, I wound up getting behind on my steering or something, but I run right hit on in what I thought was some tires. Had a bunch of tires back there, but the big deal was once you got through the tires, there was a cement wall there, and it just went bam and stopped. And we was probably running 100 miles an hour when I hit the wall, and it just stopped. And it broke my left leg, and it tore the ligaments and stuff in my left leg. And it was a deal that I'm still have to, when I get up, I have to sort of put them in gear to get them to go.
If you don't like the looks of your car, shoot it with Son of a Gun from STP. Shoot the dash, seats, tires, and roof. Son of a Gun protected. Man, what a difference.
He's Stock Car Racing's all-time winner. He's Stock Car Racing's all-time most popular driver. He's the King, Richard Petty. In this new ESPN home video, The Ride of a Lifetime, Richard Petty and STP, you'll have the chance to come along with me, Dr. Jerry Punch, for a personal visit to Richard's home, and we'll show you classic video footage of Richard's greatest moments. To get your copy, call 1-800-342-3400.
Well, King Richard crashed last year. He finished 21st this year in his final performance at Sears Point. Another guy we need to salute is this guy, Terry Labonte, second place. Here's John Kernan.
Bob, Terry's talking to some the newspaper reporters who are covering the event from around the country. Terry, you guys gave it one heck of a shot today. Ernie finally got around you down there in turn 11. Did you let up a little bit? Did you go in too hard, maybe?
No, I was pushing a little bit, I guess, in turn 10, and he got a pretty good run at me. And he was catching me pretty fast. I knew it was going to be hard to hold him off as many laps as we had to go. But, hey, our car ran pretty good. I said before the race, if we can just finish this thing, I'd be happy. And the guys had a great pit stop. We weren't bad. We were close. We were just off a little bit.
Second place finish, I believe, the best of the year for you. You know, you had that string early in the year where you were finishing the top 10 week after week after week. Are you starting that string over again?
I hope so. Maybe it'll be top 5s this time.
Second place finisher, Terry Labonte. Now let's go to Bill Elliott, who's with Dr. Jerry Punch.
And Bill had to come to victory lane, and even though he didn't win the race, and he's smiling here, Bill, you're going to pick up some money from some fine folks at Gillette.
Well, at least we got halfway anyway. You know, all the fine folks at Gillette put up a good award. You know, I was beginning to wonder there. Labonte was pressing me awful hard there halfway. But there at the end, my car just got just a little bit tight, and it seemed like it came to those guys. And when we were able to race, I just couldn't do nothing with them.
You become one heck of a road racer.
Well, that Budweiser, Amoco, Ford, Tim Brewer, and all the guys, they did a fantastic job. You know, kept a car on the racetrack all day long. You know, we didn't have any problems. We stayed on course and did what we had to do.
Bill Elliott, fifth today, third in the Winston Cup point standings.
Bill Elliott with a fine fourth, make that fifth place performance here at Sears Point. Sports Center is coming up in less than 15 minutes. We'll be back at Sonoma in a moment.
June
12th to 19th is the week to try pay-per-view. It's the easy way to see hit movies and big events, and now we're slashing prices. So see what's coming this week. Watch Robin Williams and Oscar winner Mercedes Ruehl in The Fisher King. Catch the action with Bruce Willis in The Last Boy Scout. Jam and slam with hits like House Party 2, Free Jack, Highlander 2, and 29th Street. Plus, to me more as The Butcher's Wife. Then, be there when Holmes challenges Holyfield for the World Heavyweight crown.
Enjoy a different 99-cent movie each night, June 12th through the 18th.
At Hercules Fence, we've been building quality, custom-made fences and decks since 1955. We're Tidewater's largest because we offer the best prices for the best quality. Quality like this: French Gothic picket, ornamental fencing, custom decks and benches. We buy all our materials by the truckload to save you money, and we stand behind all our products with a full warranty. So when you need a fence, call Hercules.
Fowler ahead on SportsCenter. Jim Courier's bid to go 2 legs up on a grand slam. The Blue Jays attempts to hold on to first place, and a hot day at Motown's Grand Prix. Join us for SportsCenter right after the race.
The finish here at Sears Point. Ernie Irvan wins. Terry Labonte second. Mark Martin finishes third. Then Ricky Rudd, and finishing fifth was Bill Elliott. Our Speed World coverage of the Save Mart Supermarkets 300 being brought to you by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately? By Autolite Spark Plugs, guaranteed for 2 years, no matter how far you go. And by Valvoline. People who know use Valvoline. Well, the crowd still hanging around, enjoying the beautiful weather. They've seen a great race. They have seen Mark Martin finishing third position. Here's John Kernan.
Mark's hanging out here in the cool shade, having a nice drink of ice water. Mark, you tell me you couldn't have done any better than that.
Not today. We missed the setup just barely. The new Goodyear radios we ran out here were perfect. The tires were awesome all day long, but it necessitated a little bit of a setup change, and our car was a little bit different than the car we ran last year also. And we missed the setup just a little bit. I had to run it really hard all day, and, we were close, but not close enough.
Okay, Mark, a little trouble there with the headset, I believe. It was a very competitive race there at the end until Ernie finally got around Terry. I mean, we had 4 or 5 guys lined up. It looked like we were coming down to a dynamite finish. Did the pit stop spread people out, or did it just happen that some cars had the handling, some didn't?
Some cars handled better than others. Ernie's was a little bit better than everybody else's, and ours was pretty darn good. We ran it real hard. The Valvoline team was brilliant on pit road. We had a good run. We just needed to be a little bit better on the handling.
Hey, that's Mark Martin who gave us a thrill with the telemetry. We got to see just how fast they accelerated here and then how quickly they braked. And Bob, I can't wait to get back and look at the tape machine to see some of that, because as you know, on pit road, we don't have monitors.
Well, that's one luxury we have, but it was great. Mark Martin had a great run here this afternoon. Sears Point International Raceway as the crowd begins to file out now. We'll be back to summarize things in a moment.
You'd think the world would be nothing but a blur at this speed. But at 200 miles an hour, a lot of things become clear. Like what technology can help make our cars perform better, our trucks tougher, and help make them all safer for the street. Because at Ford, we want to stay ahead in more places than just the racetrack. Have you driven a Ford lately?
He's waiting about a car length and a half behind Al Jr. Al Jr. now lengthens it out. He's trying to hold him off. Goodyear low, Jr. high. They go to 4, Bob Laney.
Alistair Jr. has the lead. One more turn to go. Here they come. Coming to the finish line. Bob Jenkins, who's going to win it?
The checkered flag is out. Goodyear makes a move. Little Al wins by just a few tenths of a second. Perhaps the closest finish in the history of the Indianapolis 500.
Dad, can I parachute out of my bedroom window?
No.
Can I grow a mustache?
No.
Can we go shark fishing?
No.
How about we...
No.
Dad, can I have a pet monkey?
No.
Oh, darn. Beekeeping!
No!
Dad?
What?
Can we go to McDonald's?
Yes. Yes, we can.
Can I drive?
No.
Oh.
That game started like every other one I've played with.
11-8.
11-7, Dad.
Yeah, whatever. She actually said yes?
He was trying for an edge.
Huh? Yeah. Same woman the rest of your life.
Trying to rattle me.
Mortgage, kids, nervous? Huh? You look nervous.
And it was working.
Kids? So, who's gonna be your best man?
Now it was my turn.
I don't know. I thought maybe, you. Me? Oh, bingo!
Only one beer has the taste as genuine as the people who drink it.
What do you mean you'll get back to me?
Budweiser.
I'm just kidding.
You had me. I know I had. You want to go?
I had you out there.
Back at Sears Point, and Chris Fowler will be along with ESPN Sports Center to catch you up on all the sports activity for today in just a couple of moments. Let's take a look now at the entire field rundown. Earnhardt finishing 6th, and Ned and Benny, thanks for your help. Ned, how was it out there?
Well, it was a great day. We saw a lot of action here in Turn 7, but it was a good, clean race all the way, Bob. We only had a few cautions there, and, of course, a record set. And that's the way we like to see them. There's Bill Sedgwick finishing in 19th place, and he was the best of the Winston West drivers.
And has a 5-point advantage on Rick Corelli in the Winston West points. Benny?
I got cold out here, Bob. In the shade, yeah. The wind came up, and I got a little bit chilly. But I tell you what, the action on the racetrack was hot and heavy. And congratulations to Ernie Irvan for a super run.
It was a great win for Ernie Irvan, his first of the 1992 NASCAR Winston Cup campaign. And we take a look now at the final finishers. Irv Hare, Herschel McGriff, and Greg Sachs finishing 41st, 42nd, and 43rd. Now look at the point standings. Davey Allison maintains the lead, but Dale Earnhardt, who was 13th in points at one point this season, has moved to 2nd, with Elliott, Gant, and Alan Kowicki completing the top 5 in the quest for the Winston Cup standings. The second 5, Terry Labonte, Morgan Shepherd, Ricky Rudd, Jeff Bodine, and Ernie Irvan moves from 13th to 10th in the Winston Cup points. Next Sunday at 12:30 Eastern Time, live from Pocono International Raceway, the Champions Park Plug 500. Seats are available. Call now and get them for next Sunday. Darrell Waltrip is the defending champion of that event. We'll have the coverage at 12:30 Eastern Time next Sunday afternoon. For Ned Jarrett, Benny Parsons, Dr. Jerry Punch, and John Kernan on pit road, we thank you for joining us for this NASCAR Winston Cup race, and we'll see you next Sunday afternoon. For now, this is Bob Jenkins. So long, everyone.
And hi there once again. I'm Chris Fowler. We are an expanded, condensed sports center. That explains it if you're feeling a little bit confused. In 25 minutes, baseball tonight comes along. In the meantime, we'll capsulize the day in sports. Golf and racing a little later. French final in a minute. But first, a pre-tip-off look at the Bulls and Blazers Game 3. You know, 3 has been the loneliest number for Portland. They're 1-9 in the last 10 Game 3s, spanning 3 years. But, big but, most of those have been on the road. Tonight, the cozy Portland Coliseum will rock. But as Mark Schwartz reports, Blazer maniacs should remain guarded if history is a lesson.
Haven't the Blazers been down this trail before? Back to the cozy comforts of home after snatching an overtime win in hostile territory and stealing the home court advantage from the reigning NBA champs.
Well, that was a very vivid memory. I mean, coming home to Portland, and we did relax. And Detroit was the same situation these guys are. They were the world champs, and they jumped on us.
The joy that followed their improbable win in Chicago was tempered by their memories of Motown. This is a wiser, more reflective Blazer team than the giddy group that had visions of 3 straight at home over the Pistons.
Yes, we were quite overconfident because 2 years ago our home court record was a lot better than it is this year, and we just felt once we got back home we would win the World Championship with Detroit, and Isaiah Thomas had some other things in mind.
We probably was a little more immature about it because we knew we won that game. You just assumed that you could come home and play good enough to win all 3 games.
Instead, they lost all 3. But look at what they've gained in 2 years. Clyde Drexler's game has evolved into that galaxy where once only Jordan's star had hung. Danny Young was often the first option off the bench. Danny Ainge was in Sacramento. Cliff Robinson was an erratic rookie then, and the man conducting this ragtag ensemble was in his first full season as head coach.
That first year, we were new to each other. Everybody seems to forget that, we've only been together 3 years. Bulls, I think, have been together longer than our guys, the core group.
Adelman's first team might not have known how to respond to the devastating results of the series opener, but Portland simply and effectively altered its Jordan rules.
There's no question about it. 2 years ago, we came out and played the same kind of basketball. They got us in trouble in game one. I think we're very reluctant 2 years ago to make adjustments defensively, offensively. We got in there pretty much playing a certain style, and I think this year we're really being a little more flexible in terms of what we have to do to win a championship.
But just as significant as Portland's elevated play might be who they're playing. In Detroit, they faced a team with the instincts of a serial killer. Meanwhile, Chicago has recently soaked up defeat like soggy cereal, only then to respond. The Blazers still must prove they can be more than the breakfast of champions. In Portland, Mark Schwartz, ESPN.
All right, now from the Bulls to another repeat bid in today's French final. Jim Courier, so far, so fast. A year ago today, he was an underdog finalist who had barely survived an early round scare and needed a rain delay to collect himself before beating Andre Agassi for the title. 12 months later, he's a rock-solid #1 and need only to beat Peter Korda to move halfway to the Grand Slam. Korda, the Czech lefty, he's got the soccer moves down. Too bad they were playing tennis today. Courier, solid, receiving serve in the near court, banging the big forehand winner. He would take the first set 7-5. Korda actually played pretty well in this set. It went downhill from there. In the second set, Korda and Courier from the baseline. Korda rips the backhand winner. Great shot maker. He broke Courier, was up 2-1 in the second set, but double faults. Courier breaking back at 2-all. Korda 9 doubles in the match. Now Courier serving in the far court. On the attack again. He got more and more aggressive as the match wore on. He won the second set 6-2, won 5 games in a row after that break. Courier dominated the third set. Korda really seeming to crumble mentally. That's match